Okay, we've just cleared the airspace for the AV-8B Harrier. And Sean Tucker's off the runway. Ladies and gentlemen from Cherry Point, North Carolina, want to welcome Nick Tyson, Captain, United States Marines.
Tennis. As he accelerates at approximately 200 feet and takes off for what we refer to as a short takeoff. The AV-8B Harrier is powered by a Rolls-Royce Pegasus 408 engine, which produces approximately 23,400 pounds of thrust. He'll accelerate out to over 250 miles an hour away from the airshow center, come back around for a high-speed pass.
You know, it's interesting, you go back, you talk about 23,000 pounds of thrust. You only have to go back to the late 1950s, early 1960s in Great Britain when Hawker Aircraft was experimenting with a Rolls-Royce Pegasus engine that generated 10,000 pounds of thrust, but still demonstrated the ability to vector the thrust. So to create an aircraft that could take off and land vertically, and that was the predecessor, the Kestrel was the predecessor to the aircraft inbound from the left today from Marine Corps Air Station Cherry Point, your United States Marine Corps AV-8B Harrier II.
Now what makes this jet unique is not so much that he can fly fast. When he comes back through, he's going to start feeding in the nozzles, a unique aspect of the AV-8B, and actually slow down and stop right at airshow center. Talking with Major Tanis Airborne, there's a chance he might overshoot just due to the wings at airshow center. If he does, not a problem. He can actually stop the airplane and back up, back to right in the middle.
He actually changes the direction of the jet exhaust by redirecting those nozzles straight down.
Absolutely. The nozzles actually go from fully straight back to vertical, which is 82 degrees in reference to the aircraft, to 98.5 forward of the airplane to push the airplane backwards.
So vectored thrust works and has worked for a long, long time. Now things are going to get pretty noisy, aren't they, Nick?
They are. As this Pegasus engine spools up to its full lift capability and supports the entire weight of the aircraft, you probably won't even be able to hear us talk, huh?
So we're going to get a chance to see the Harrier do its thing in the hover. It's going to turn it into a helicopter and then some, right?
Absolutely. He'll stop, he'll back up, he'll turn faces, he'll go left, he'll go right. Ladies and gentlemen, what you can see is Major Tanis facing crowd with those huge intakes on the front of the AV-8. Now where that really comes into play is actually behind there where the exhaust, unlike a normal aircraft that has a single exhaust in the back end, we have 4 different nozzles. 2 in the front we refer to as the cold nozzles, which shoot out the bypass air from that Pegasus engine, and the 2 hot nozzles in the rear of the aircraft, which are actually the jet exhaust itself, coming out about 700 degrees Celsius.
700 Celsius, that's close to, let's see, 2714, close to 2,000 degrees Fahrenheit.
Very hot. We can actually melt the asphalt surface underneath the aircraft if we're not careful.
So we're on concrete here. Now, I have seen this demonstration before, and at this point, when he lifts off and does a little bit of a dance and then starts to accelerate away, I see what appears to be a lot of smoke. Now, that was a giveaway in the early jet age when smoke could be seen miles away and really give away the position of an aircraft. Why do we have such a new engine making smoke?
What you see, that black smoke, isn't something burning. It's actually water being injected into the engine. Much like a lot of the World War II fighters, we can actually inject water into this engine, cool the temperature, we talked about a second ago, that's 700 degrees, cool it down only by about 20 degrees or so, but that 20 degrees gives us another 1,000 pounds worth of thrust out of this engine.
Off he goes, gonna get noisy again, Will.
Absolutely.
See the nozzles as they changed angles from straight down to straight back.
You can see them as they move, like you said, from straight down to straight back, and we can use those nozzles to adjust the airspeed of the aircraft to come in and operate out of unimproved strips, 2-lane roads, even a cutout in the woods about 100 feet by 100 feet if we need to operate right behind our Marines on the ground.
Now, with a close support mission that you have, you carry a lot of bombs, missiles, rockets, whatever you have to, but I guess they're carried under those stations, under the wings. It looked like I saw some stuff under each wing that where you can hang stuff.
When you look at that platform of the aircraft, it almost looks like there's something on the wing right now. Those are 6 different stations we have that carry anything currently in the U.S. inventory up to a 1,000-pound bomb.
Wow. Now, when Buzz is going to come back in, is he going to do another vertical landing this time?
What you're going to see demonstrated now is how we come and land on like the 2-lane road we just talked about. On off-steer site, maybe the runway's been blown up. We've got about 400 feet worth to work with. He's going to slow down to about 60 knots. He can actually slow down only about 10 or 20 if you needed to. Come in and land no faster than a Cessna. Be able to stop on a dime.
Which is what I fly, but I still can't stop on a dime. What's the matter with me?
Well, we're talking about those nozzles, you can throw all the way forward at 98.5 degrees and use that as a brake on the ground to stop that much quicker.
Basically like the C-17 did when it did its tactical landing a while ago.
That's right.
Thrust reversal. Ladies and gentlemen, how about a big round of applause for your United States Marine Corps AV-8B Harrier II from VMA 223 at Marine Corps Air Station Cherry Point, North Carolina.
Thanks, Rob. It's been a pleasure.
Nick, thank you very much. Appreciate it. And he'll be taxiing back here in a little bit, and pretty soon we're going to be launching Greg Poe to do his demonstration for us. And Zeke Skalitsky in the F-16, a P-51 F-16 and F-22 Raptor, respectively. But here comes Buzz Tanis in the Harrier. Take a look at that airplane. The VMA 223, the Bulldog, at Cherry Point. You can see the cold nozzles just ahead of the wing. some hidden behind the wing or under the trailing edge of the wing a little bit. But all four of those nozzles can be redirected by a single lever underneath the throttle at the left hand of the pilot. And he can adjust those, as Nick Tyson was telling us earlier, from straight down to actually 98.5 degrees to allow the aircraft to back up. In order to turn left and right, it uses what they call a reaction control system with vents picking up